boys. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Brahim Diaz, Peter, is a good example of the best of Spanish and the best of Africa. He's quick, he's agile, he's very good at taking the ball on the turn in tight spaces. He definitely has that element of the street footballer in him, which makes him a very exciting watch.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And a chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
DiMarco with the short one. Pablo Barrios, and he was alert to it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Threads one in. Ødegaard is wide and looking to get onto this. And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And he's managed to get rid. And they've got a throw. And it's Diaz. A probing pass. Can he finish? Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
And here's Paulson. Now it's Simeone. Now, can they get him away? Simeone. Oh, well played. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. And that is as far as they're going to go. Well, it's ended up in no man's land. Zelarayan. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And he cuts out the supply. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Poulsen. And it's Barrios. Now it's Sorloth. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Kolasinac. Well read, and the danger is averted. Poulsen. Nicely spread. Simeone providing an outlet on that flank.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Brahim Diaz. Angelino. And here's Aubameyang. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he's well positioned. He's having a shot! And he's there to get it away. Great vision. He's being urged to shoot. He's had a shot! So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
That has not gone well. And he was quick to react. Mukoko. Mukoko! A lot of space ahead of him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's picked it up out wide. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Aubameyang. Brahim Diaz receives it in a good position here. That's a lovely, neat pass. Looking for options for movement. And it's DiMarco.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Ødegaard. Poulsen. And now they can clear their lines. Ryan. Now it's Joe Linton. Now it's Aubameyang. Great ball, and he's in here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, what a climb! Sticks it away! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Ryan takes a shot! Goal! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And the finish! It's there! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Juranovic. Barrios. Simeone. Can he get on the end of this? Played back in. Nicely weighted ball. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. He's in a great position here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Joe Linton has it in a wide position. This might... And he shoots! They want to be quick to recover this. Barrios. Now it's Ødegaard. Tries to pass it through. Poulsen's... Can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He won't be happy with that one. Elneny. Lovely ball and a real chance now. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Shapes to shoot! Ødegaard.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Joelinton. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Zelarayan. Sumare. Poulsen, 2 assists to his credit already. Oh, super find. Surlot. Chance for a shot! It's in! Just cruising! They are cruising! That is simply terrific, finished with beautiful deftness.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Things look... Shot, surely! And yes, it's there! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
They're still trying to make a game of this. DiMarco spots it and intercepts. Now it's Poulsen. Now it's Simeone.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di
No,
recupero.
no way
Such
through.
good technique.
Pablo Barrios into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Petrauda. Mukoko. Played out to the left flank.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's the keeper's ball. Now it's Poulsen. Can he get it through? That ball looks a good one. And he's on it, real chance! The whistle has gone and it is all over. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and